A wise man once said that worrying is a misuse of the imagination. I think that's so true. So often we get caught up in our minds and we run through scenarios and we run through what could happen and we worry about this or we worry about that. But it's funny how God's word tells us to listen to it. And when we do, we don't have to worry. We don't have to stress. We don't have to deal with the problems that most people have to. But a lot of times we don't have that faith in the Bible like that. I love what Pastor Mike had said a few weekends ago in service where he said that, a lot of people believe that they believe the Bible, but really he thinks that they just hope that the Bible is true. Well, I want to take your faith from just hoping that the Bible is true and believing that it's true. I love Jesus talking on the Sermon on the Mount, the greatest sermon that was ever preached. Jesus, at the tail end of this sermon, he says in Matthew 7, verse 24, therefore, anyone who hears these words of Jesus, of mine, and puts them into practice is like a wise man who has built his house on solid rock. Wow, that's really cool to hear that. Jesus is laying it out plain and simple for us. He's saying, hey, I've told you what to do. I've told you what my word says. Now you just need to go do it. And if you go do what my word says, you're like a wise person and you've built your house on a solid rock. You can know that that foundation is secure and you can have faith and relax knowing that as long as you're following the footsteps of God and you're following his principles for your life, man, there's not a thing that can tear you down. Yeah, we're going to go through tough times in life. We'll have trials and tribulations like everyone else. But at the end of the day, if we're following God and we're following his word has laid out for our lives, man, we don't have to let our imagination run amok and worry and stress and all that stuff that we don't need to have in our lives when we just trust in God's word.